Okay, here's my third and final pick for the 2024 Tennessee Titans pressure draft, JT. Uh, I think our list would be silly and dumb if it did not include Will Levis. So Will Levis is my third pick here. And the argument is relatively simple. I would not have put him on this list 3 months ago. But this team has done well in the offseason to give him no excuses, which is a very good, very responsible thing. It's going to make his life much easier. That is a thumbs up. But it means he has no excuses. And when you don't have any excuses as the quarterback of an NFL team, you're under a lot of pressure. And in his second year as a second round pick, we've talked a lot about how this is the prove it year for Will Levis. You have got to this season, if nothing else, prove to folks that you're the guy that they should be going into 2024, 2025, 2026 with you at the helm, building around you. There's a lot of inherent pressure there. And when you have upgraded the wide receivers in the way that they have, you've got 3 bona fide starting NFL caliber receivers, veterans, guys that are going to make your life easy. They're going to be reliable, QB friendly guys that are where you need them to be, when you need them to be there. And then you've got decent depth now in NWI and Traylon Burks and maybe Kyle Phillips, we'll see. The offensive line situation. You've got 3 out of 5 guys up front that should be reliable, trustworthy. Like at least one side of your line should not get you murdered every single time you drop back. The new head coach offensive scheme situation could not be a more advantageous upgrade from what Mike Vrabel was to what Brian Callahan is going to be for you. Not just the fact that he's so offensive minded and he's going to be the play caller and all these things, but more importantly, we've heard him talk a lot recently about how his philosophy is it's not about your system or your way or the highway. It's about the coaches that best tailor the team that they have, the situation that they have to their game plan, tailoring it to the situation, the team that they have. Those are the guys that are the most successful in the NFL. And so he's looking to make a bespoke offense for this guy. That's another reason why you better work, because they're doing it for you, man. Like, this is not you coming in to relieve Ryan Tannehill last year, and you just got to make it work in the system that was designed for him. Nobody, this is yours. And then finally, the full offseason as a starter. Like, you've got all offseason, you're getting starter reps, you got time to develop chemistry with these guys. Unlike last year, where it's like, well, he's thrown in there at the last minute. What are you going to do? You didn't have time to prepare. You got all the time in the world to prepare this time, man. You're in there. It's time. You got to make it happen. I think there's a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And this would have been my first pick, but then as I gave you the bone, I think my reasoning for not taking this is because this has been the narrative the entire time, right? This is a very established narrative.
It's a layup.
It's a little bit of a layup, but it is the grand Will Levis experiment here, right? It is this. We've given you the pieces. We've given you the control. You are the variable. Go out and prove to us correct that this can work. And I think that's why he's under a lot of pressure. I totally agree with you that he probably is the most. I didn't pick him because I thought, it was very obvious, but yeah.
All right. So we're moving on to the under pressure draft for the rest of the AFC South, the Jaguars, Colts, and Texans. Before we do, just the recap for the under pressure draft for the Tennessee Titans. JT, he thinks Nicholas Petit-Frere, Kyle Phillips, and Amy Adams-Strunk are the 3 individuals in the Titans organization under the most pressure. I went with Bill Callahan, Ran Carthon, and Will Levis.